If your child is getting bullied and you need to step in to end the abuse immediately, one of the most powerful moves you can make is to call the police and even go to the courts. And in this video series, we've been going over progressively stronger steps as we run it up the line, and this is one of the biggies. All right, let's do this. Kevin Daniels here with Bully Defense 101. In this video series, we've been covering some of the basics, covering your bases to help make sure your child is safe. And to recap the steps so far in this series, and I'll link to those videos in the description down below, first you build your child's support team and get everyone on board who can help out. And you document everything going on, every fact, every word, every push, every shove. Next, you research your school's anti-bullying policies and procedures and determine how complete or lacking they are. Then formally report what's going on with your child to the school. And after that, you need to hold the school accountable to make sure you and your child are getting the level of support you deserve. You also need to work with the school to help prevent retaliation, which unfortunately can be a common reaction. And finally, in this video, we're going to cover taking it to the next step and working with the police and the courts. You know, in an earlier video on holding the school accountable, we talked about how some schools are doing an amazing job at keeping our children safe. But unfortunately, there are some schools that are completely dropping the ball. And in that video, we covered how to run it up the flagpole to get the help you need. And if your child is getting bullied and the teacher doesn't do anything about it, take it to the vice principal, then the principal. If the principal doesn't do anything about it, take it to the school board, then the superintendent, and then the county school board, even the State Department of Education. When you run up the flagpole, you will get the help you need. And if you need to, you can even go to the federal level and contact the U.S. Department of Education, Office for Civil Rights. And lastly, if the school system doesn't fix a problem, the police can do something. These can be crimes that we're talking about. You know, bullying, assault or battery, threats of violence, death threats, stalking. Those can all be crimes. Hate crimes, attacking or threatening because of race or gender, sexual preference, disabilities, or other characteristics. Cyberbullying, sending out humiliating videos or photos of your child on social media, sending out private information or especially inappropriate content. These can all be crimes. If you need to, you can bring in the police. You call the cops and have them come out and file a report with them. This is another reason why one of the basic steps we covered is you need to document everything right from the start. So if it comes to this, you can show a history of the bullying and give evidence to the police. Then the police will file an incident report. And if you want them to, you can ask them to approach the bully's parents. You know, a knock on the door from the police is going to be a wake-up call to the bully and their parents. At this point, if you want to, you can even press charges and prosecute, where that'll launch an investigation, and later you can bring the bully to court. But please be sure, calling the police and filing for criminal prosecution is a big step and should only be used if it's absolutely needed. You know, it's not for minor bullying. It's a big commitment. I spoke with a local detective and I asked him, hey, what do you do if your child's getting bullied? He mentioned calling the police and filing an incident report. But if you want to press charges, he said that the investigation could take time and even take 6 months or a year or longer to bring the bully to court. He warned it's a stressful process for everybody and can even cost quite a bit of money if you hire an attorney. So again, this is a big commitment and not for minor issues. You can even file a restraining order where the courts will take over and let the bully and his or her parents know that no more harassment will be tolerated or there will be severe consequences. Again, for this, you're going to need documentation to prove a pattern of any mental, physical, or emotional abuse or suffering. And in the next video, we'll cover how to teach your champ the right way to use the 911 emergency number, how to use it, and when to use it. Because they should use it if it's an emergency. And bullying can be an emergency. All right, if you got some good stuff out of today, hit the like button down below and consider subscribing. And please feel free to share this video with another parent you think it could help out. Plus, if you'd like some more training, check out all the links on the basics, covering your bases in the description down below. Go make it a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.